Hello and welcome to a video covering the latest Runescape news regarding the glacor front. In this video we're going to discuss information about the new rewards, and as a quick reminder, if you like content about Runescape, be sure to subscribe. With that being said, grab your cup of tea, sit back, relax and enjoy. So for those of you that have been out of the loop, let's do a quick rundown of what we know now. Next Tuesday, the 31st of August, the second Elder Gold dungeon front will be released. This front features new Glacial Slay creatures, existing Glacor Slay creatures, and a new boss known as the Arc Glacor. This new boss will be the first customizable boss in Runescape where you can literally turn off or on mechanics as you wish. The goal of this uniquely designed boss is to help players practice certain mechanics and get better PvM overall. On top of being customizable, the boss offers permanent free deaths in normal mode. The loot of the boss scales with the amount of mechanics turned on, with the amount of loot increasing by a large amount with 4 or 5 mechanics turned on. Thanks to the news post, we now know a lot more about the reward, so let's go ahead and cover these in detail. First up, we have the base tier 85 dual wield weapons, which are a main-handed sword and offhand dagger. These will have tier 85 damage and tier 85 accuracy. On top of that, this weapon set has a special effect where Hurricane and Destroy no longer share a cooldown, and you can activate Hurricane by simply wielding the dual wield weapons. You no longer need to switch to a two-handed weapon. Each of these weapons are crafted by using 2,500 Glacor Remnants, 5 Dark Nylas, 10 Blackstone Hearts, and 2 Glorious Bars. The Glacor Remnants are obtained from the Slay creatures and boss. Dark Nylas are probably only a rare ingredient drop from the actual boss, but perhaps also from the Slay creatures. The post doesn't actually clarify this clearly, but I assume it's boss only. Now we also have a tier 95 version of this weapon set, which can be crafted using 7,500 Glacor Remnants, 10 Dark Nylas, 1 Frozen Core of Leng, which is a hard mode only drop, just so you guys know, and the original tier 85 weapon. The tier 95 weapon set retains the tier 85 weapon set effect, but it also has a special attack of its own, being Icy Tempest. For 30 seconds, your damage cap is increased by 30%, and this special attack has a cooldown of 60 seconds. This means if you're using Smoke Cloud and a Grimoire, your new max hit will be 21,300. If you aren't using a Grimoire, your max hit with the Smoke Cloud spell and Icy Tempest will be 17,040, as your maximum hit is increased by 42%. That's assuming they stack that way, and it's a 42% increase from your maximum hit, as Smoke Cloud increases it by 12% and Icy Tempest increases it by 30%. Now this wasn't in the post originally, and I'm going to assume it's edited by the time I upload this video, but Mod Sponge on Twitter did say this special attack will only cost 20% adrenaline. I'm assuming this is a pretty significant buff for melee users when zerged. Now you can also upgrade 3 tier 85 gloves to tier 90 by using Glacor Remnants, sometimes even Acronium Bars, the original tier 85 gloves of course, and a Leng artifact, which is a drop you can only receive in normal mode with 5 mechanics turned on, so everything turned on, or in hard mode. For the Nightmare Gauntlets and Carapax wrist wraps, the effects are going to stay the same, but the base stats of the gloves will be buffed. Now for the Gloves of Passage, which are dropped by the Magister boss, that isn't the case, and this is also the reason why it costs an additional 10 Acronium Bars to craft. It has a special effect which is known as Enduring Ruin. If Havoc and Smash successfully hit, your next melee attack within 6 seconds deals an additional 10% damage, and the target takes 20% increased damage from bleeds for 20 seconds, which means this in combination with the Masterwork Spear of Annihilation and the lunging perk could be pretty wild on bosses like the Ambassador. There's also a new gold book which will be dropped from the boss only, which gives you +5 prayer bonus and +8 to all combat styles. This gold book, when active, has a special ability known as Sheer Cold. Each of your attacks has a chance to summon an icy beam for 3.6 seconds that attacks anything standing in it. Once a target has been hit 5 times by the beam, they will shatter for 400% ability damage. This is probably going to be the drop I'm most excited for because, well, it seems insanely good for Slayer, and probably for bossing as well, and I'm hoping it's going to be as cheap as the Scripture of Jazz. It is worth noting that the book is boss only, but the pages can be dropped by the Slayer creatures. You also seem to be able to craft some kind of cosmetic outfit known as the Glacor's Adornment, which does have 3 different tiers of it, which brings me to think that there's going to be 3 different variations of the armor set, looking cool and cooler the higher tier it is. Now, like I said in a different video, I do believe this is going to be the best boss in RuneScape because it simply has so much to offer, and if it drops soul runes and Hydra export tips as well, it's simply going to be the best boss in the game, without a doubt, as it covers literally everything. Now, as for a brief mention, there's going to be an event that will be running for the entirety of September, and that's going to be the return of the Raffle, except this year you have some new rewards, including Golden Subjugation, Armadil, and Bandos armor sets, and 5 titles to 5 very lucky players. Literally just 5. I can see people selling their accounts with this. That's just, that's all I'm going to say. Let's leave it at that. But yeah, the Raffle's returning. You'll be able to get Golden Barrows, War Priest, Golden God Swords, Golden Celtic Weapons, coins, portable bank deposit boxes, Death Touch darts, and all that good stuff. So if you want a specific reward, be sure to save up your tickets for that specific day. With that being said though, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and let me know what you think about the new rewards coming at the glacor front down in the comments below. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.